Oh, golly, hold on. I need my music. Where's my music? Where's my tunes at here? Oh, we're doing it. It's actually happening. Oh, boys, it is happening. It is happening. Bix, first up, second one up. Actually, it's first up on the team versus the Hunter. I don't even know exactly what his name is. I'm just going to go with the Hunter. As Bix getting kind of low on health, and it's going to look a little janky, boys. But we're gonna have some fun with it anyway. Don't look at the health bars above their heads. Just ignore those. Look at the ones on the left side and right side. It's gonna be the DK trying to see if he can find a way to fire through the Hunter. The Hunter does let him savage it with the pets. Hunter immediately by emergency, swooping back in and out, stunned. And IBM locking out with a trick, and that's gonna be a tar trap. Turtle shell available for the Hunter. Got himself a heal. Looking to back up out of this as fast as he can. And that's gonna try to see if he can cut him out. The stun on the pets comes out. Got himself cleave, but I don't think it actually connected. I think it might have actually been a little bit too far to the left as the Hunter got a binding shot. Man needs a bit of survivability. He's got a bit of a Bishop Wrath, not a lot of health to work with. Maybe looking at a turtle here. We're getting super extremely low in health and emergency, almost cleaving him down, but not quite down. The defense do get hit with a fear as the Hunter, Bestial Wrath available, got him some mobility, may need a freezing trap for this one, feign death for a moment. He's still surviving this. This guy is just trucking along, knocked back into emergency as a Beast Mastery. Explosive shot does go in for a big immunity. Trying to see if he can close the gap. Is it going to be enough? Darkness down, freezing trap next to him. Don't go to the right. Oh, a little too far to the right as the stun comes out. As the Hunter maintaining himself as best as possible. Big damage available. Emergency in a low health. Next kill command. Could be the end of him. He's trying to give himself a bit of survivability. Quick stun onto the Hunter, but no help whatsoever. Got himself a shield last second, picking up whatever health he can, but the Hunter's still able to keep piercing past him over and over. Is it going to be Galadriel? Yeah, it is going to be Galadriel. I'm gonna call it Galadriel. I don't even care. Try to open up a bunch of portals as the Hunter back it up out of there. It's beta news, boys. It's beta news, baby. You ain't gonna be able to tell what the hell's going on. All these icons above the health bars. Yeah, it's jank, it's scuffed, but like it's a first chance for us to see how classes are playing in a 1v1 environment, man. It is jank, but it's working. Holy, it's working. This is going to be a reflect up for Gal, but Gal taking quite a bit of damage from this distance. Big kill command out of the pets. He's actually able to get some of those pets attacking his other pets, the Infernal. I guess maybe the Infernal AoE damage taunting the others. Fenrir stunned down. Extra pet comes in. Succubus CC for a second with the fear, trying to get himself an Emulate. Big chaos bolt setting up. Massive burst. Second bolt does go for a big defensive with a not survival of the fittest. It is the aspect of the bear? No, aspect of the bear. It's like Bear's Fortitude, right? Got himself rally for a second. I guess it's a rally, really. Hunter rally. This is going to be Orphean out. Trying to get a Chaos Bolt cast. Does not get to. Big death shock him onto Gal as they back it up out of there. The pet still chasing after him. Got himself insta cast, but needs to get himself out of that situation. Succubus helping him set up something. And it's actually trying to see if he can swing around. Needs a Mortal Coil here. Needs a defensive something, anything. Might actually be in a lot of trouble. Looking for a fear quick lockout. And it's going to be the Hunter taking him down, I think. Yeah, he does. As finally an Overfiend came down. But, man, this Hunter is holding the fort all on his own. As Cobra going to try to see if he can close the gap. The man got himself conflagrations. And the Hunter is basically one-to-one-ing all these boys back-to-back. Succubus catches it in a quick CC. Dropping down big Infernal. Got himself big Havoc. Bonza fall into the Hunter. Feign death for just a moment. As he got himself enough survivability to live this for a bit into a quick interrupt. Chaos Bolt is going to come out next, but the man got himself good line of sight. He can't really be evaded. The big Ruination dropping down, chunking out quite a bit of his health. Portals are absolutely deliberating this guy. Mortal Coil to follow. Chaos Bolt finally midair. Shot of Fury. Is it going to be enough? Into an Immolate. Does he have enough damage to finish it? Wall is out and available. The Hunter is quite a survivable class, by the way. Big Orphean charges in, goes in for the chopper, but the Hunter is actually able to reverse some of the damage back to Cobra. What is this Hunter damage, by the way, in a 1v1 environment? Is this just Beast Mastery? The man is surviving. He's got himself so many defenses. Exil's back up. Turtle's available. He's got himself big defense in case he needs to. Quick fear, locking him for a moment. Chaos Bolt is up. Is it going to be enough though? Chaos Bolt's barely eating away his health. There goes the full-on turtle. He's got himself the Orphean, chucking even more bolts, but the man is just careful. He's calm. He's collected. He's plenty alive. Sending in more pets. Big Ruination is going to be up and available. Dropping it down. Feign death for Ruination. That's able to avoid it. Chaos Bolt is going to... Are these Chaos Bolts doing any damage? What is this damage of a Hunter? What is this survivability? We got to go again. We need to go one more. Onomas, this guy went for 4-0. Might be missing one on team one, but it's okay. We'll just have to figure it out. Okay, yeah, this works, sorta, kinda. It's so jank, but like, we got ourselves Augustus, we got ourselves Merlini, we got ourselves Skutan and Serve Knight versus Bix over on the other team. We got Cobra, D's Bolts, Elo, and Emergency. Hopefully team 1 gets the 5th, but they might have DC'd because beta being beta. But we're just gonna have to run with it. Mage first up is Merlini versus, is it Cobra? It is Cobra. I can't tell who it is. Literally their names are just raid icons if you look at it, right? It's your quintessential raid icons. Merlini, try to go for a big old stunner. Is gonna be a pet next to you. Do get the stun on the pet. Trying to go for flurries onto the Cobra. My question is, are you playing Frostfire or are you, what are you? That's actually always the question. That's going to be Diablos. Cobra sending out the big old boy. Does Nova try to walk away from it. Looking to get himself a bit of poke damage at Cobra as he's dropping in bolts after bolts, pets after pets. Big Shavara joining in. Quite a bit of damage. Merlini trying to go for a bit of a repositional. Chaos Bolt is going to hit him. Does get himself a shield. I think you are a spell slinger, right? Or what are you actually? I can't tell. I haven't seen you slinging in those, what is it, the shards or whatever it is. Maybe you're Frostfire? Just haven't... I'm not even sure. It does go for the block though. Looking for a bit of a reset. Actually, doesn't Frostfire have a thing with Ice Block? So I think he is Spellslinger then. He's gotta be. This is gonna be Cobra just blasting out the pet, blasting out of the mirror image. Is gonna summon Chaos Bolt, extra pet, Ruination, big damage. It's gonna all drop in down onto Merlini. Goes in for a breath, looking for a lockdown. Does get a proper stun onto Cobra, looking for big Ray of Frost. Does get himself a bit of damage as Cobra does overlap all defenses for this go. One bolt, second bolt, into an Overlord, and does end up taking him. That was a lot of damage out of the guy. It looks like it's a little bit slower pacing, doesn't it, chat? Except for Beastmaster Hunter. I feel like that class is kind of no slow pace at all. Is it going to be Skutan next? It is going to be Skutan. As he got himself mounted up. I got to get myself this thing crafted, dude. I got to get this thing crafted. What is it, NG? I have to get it crafted once the expansion comes out. That thing looks so good. It looks so good. I love the way this thing looks. It's going to have to group position versus Cobra. Cobra has himself a little bit of that, I'd say, mobility advantage over a Shadow Priest. Not much, but does have one. Skutan, question is he playing the Void or is he playing the Archon? Void Torin got him some mobility. Look at that bowling ball that's slowing down Cobra. Is just looking to escape and is going to get slowed by a damn some Mortal Coil. That Void, what is it called? Eruption? Does a decent bit of damage. It burned through that shield pretty quick. You still had a bit of decent shielding there, but he burned through it fairly quick. If Skutan can get himself a couple more DPs while the Void thing is out, I don't even know what's it called, Void Rift, it bumps up the damage. Big bolt right after into double demon summoned in by Cobra, and Skutan gets close enough to go for a fear, trying to get some dots in. May need a silence. Void Short, while able to move, he's able to get himself topped off. Although big damage reversal into Cobra. Man's just melting. Mindful Insanity might be enough to take him. Mortal Coil for Cobra. He's got him some big healing. He's got him some lots of recovery. Skutan may be looking to disperse. Definitely needs to make sure he doesn't get locked out in Shadow. He's gonna go for disperse right here, looking for a bit of that healing. He's got a lot of damage. Next big go he has with a Void Eruption, I feel it could probably end Cobra. If he doesn't have a shield, that could be huge. Got himself CC. Skutan just needs to live as best as possible. He's got himself Fade. Reflect out for Cobra for a second. It is going to be Shavara joins in or Chaos Mother. Fear to follow. Is going to go for Flash Heal. Needs someone right now. He's got shielding, everything available. VT is up. He doesn't have a burst. He doesn't have a kick to worry about, though. He doesn't have a kick to worry about. That Chaos Bolt into Ruination. I think it's going to be over. Oh! The big old Pit Lord that transforms Chaos Bolt into a Ruination Meteor, you can cast it while moving. And there's just a lot of damage going on. Augustus is going to be up next as Cobra going in for a bit of that Devouring Cannibalize. For Augustus, I am wondering what spec he is. Okay, he is a Fatebound Rogue. He is the coin flipping Rogue, which can do quite a lot of damage actually. Immediate Dark back out for Cobra. Augustus does have every defense available. Shadow Stepping, trying to see if he can get himself a proper setup versus Cobra. Grappling over, is going to be able to close the gap. Mortal Coil sent in, kind of hoping to get line of sight. Overlord leaps in, does miss his big old cleave. That's a bit unfortunate for PvP. Because I feel like unless you slow somebody down, Overlord is not going to be able to connect ever. You also got a Succubus behind you, so you got to pay attention to that thing while also looking at the Warlock. I think of what in the Succubus CC, he's putting himself out in the open. Question is, does he trinket this? He was starting to get some damage to the Cobra. That coin can do a lot of cosmic damage. Just absolute pierces right through all armor. Killing Spree, able to dampen a lot of the damage he's taken, able to at least take it a little bit more evenly. Wall out for Cobra, it's a lot of defenses for Augustus. This is an opportunity, potentially. Cloak is available, doesn't burn it, trinket instead. And as long as you can break past the shield, you might be okay. The Infernal is not going to feel great. At least you got Cloak. And that's a lot of demons all at once. You may need a Cloak of Shadows for this one. Evasion is up. Mortal Coil sent in. Chaos Bolt to follow. May need to cloak it right now. Man's getting super low. Cloak really late. Got him so dark back. That's going to be Orphan blasting Chaos Bolts into your back. Mortal Coil. Oh, Succubus CC catches you. Chaos Bolt. Is it going to be over? Just absolutely collapsed everything. Serve Knight is going to be up next. Switched over to the Survival. Hunter is going to try to see if he can get himself a proper go versus Cobra. Wait, where's the armor? Okay, I was gonna say, I thought you had a different Magna for a second. The Survival Hunter, does it even do a lot of burst damage? Is it a sustained class anymore? I don't even know. I guess the question is he gonna play all the other talents like Coordinate Assault together with Spearhead? Because now Spearhead is like a big bleed now. Big burst combo for Cobra. Chaos Bolt into Ruination into another bolt. That's a lot of potential damage. Mortal Coil onto the Hunter, who just keeps getting pelted from the side by that Overfiend. It's at least not the worst, hardest hitting Chaos Bolt, but there's just so much Chaos Bolt pressure and so much Chaos Bolt damage, man. It is wild. As a Freezer Trap comes out for the pet. At some point, the Hunter is going to have a proper go here. No defense is up for Cobra for a little bit. She's trying to see if he can make it work. Big heal as he pops out of there. And it's going to be able to disengage for a second. For Surf, he's still got himself lots of defenses. I don't know if he's used up his walls yet. Trinket, just to get out of that CC. Bonzafeld doesn't catch. Does not connect. Orphan that wants to leap in is going for damage. 5% more damage taken if you go in and get some damage in right now. That might be huge. Goes in for Trinket. Wants to see if he can maximize some of his output. Chaos Mother. It's fantastic. Mortal Coil. Hold on. Big Incinerate. No. Never mind. Fear. Does get a full proper Fear. I like the animation of Fear, by the way. The Hunter's going to need to use everything he can. I don't know if he's got more defenses. Does leave a bolt. Eats so many bolts to the face and he's just fine. He's just eating bolts to the face and he's okay. Look at his health bar. What is happening? You are somehow alive? I don't even know how. Throwing in grenades, Cobra taking a bit of hits, trying to see if he can back away. Harpooned by the Hunter, grenade and then disarming the guy. He's just throwing everything at him. He's got Turtle. He could does have himself one big defensive. He may want to use it though. At some point he may want to use it or no. And Cobra takes it. We gotta go again. We gotta get these team 1 a +1 there real quickly. 4 for Cobra. Look at the damage spread. It's a little jank though, isn't it? 7.3 million damage. Millions of damage. We're gonna be hitting billions if you have a long enough duel, man. We're gonna hit the billions with a big B. Let me see.